So in today's class, I am going to discuss business plan. So in previous class, you might have studied MSMEs in unit number 4 and in unit number 5, project management, project concept of project. Today's class, I am going to discuss business plan. So what is a business plan? A business plan is a written description of your business future, how you are going to conduct your business, how you are going to deal with your business. So it is a written description. A business plan is a written description of your business future. So that is in simple words, I can define it as business plan is a written description of your business future. So in simple words, we can define the business plan like this. So any person who wants to start a business, who wants to improve a business, or who wants to launch a new product, new service, system, anything of like that. So it is important for the person to write the business plan. So it is a written description of the business future. Then who is in need of this business plan? There are so many persons or people who are in need of this business plan. So first we will see that. Who need a business plan? So this is clear in simple words. Business plan is a written description of your business future. The business you want to show it in for a 1 year, 2 year or a long term, medium term. So that should be a written description. Next is the who is in need of the business plan or reasons why we need a business plan. Okay, need of a business plan. So there are so many reasons. So who is in need of a business plan? So I can write it as a reasons to write a business plan. Why I want to write a business plan? Who are the persons who are in need of a business plan? Okay. The first reason or who is in need of a business plan? The first reason is to create a new business. Those persons who want to start a new business. To create, I can write it as a startup. To create or start a new business, or those who want to start a new business. Those who want to start a new business. So you are calling it as a startup. So they need a business plan. Whether it is for short term, long term, so you have to write. It is a written description. So need for a business plan. The first reason is those person who wants to start a new business, like startups, need a business plan. Second reason, or if you want to grow your existing business, already the business exists, you want to improve upon that, then also you need a business plan. So second reason is to grow your existing business. To grow your existing business. I want to improve upon the business that I am already running, that I am already having, whether it is a manufacturing or a product manufacturing or a service industry. I want to improve upon the business. So to grow your existing business, also I need a business plan. Third reason why I need a business plan: to back up a business loan application. To back up a business loan application. Whether I want to start a new business, new startup, or if I want to grow a existing business, I need the finance to run that business. So to back up a business plan, okay, to back up a business plan or to back up a business loan application, when I approach a financial institution, when I approach a bank, because I am starting a new business, because I want to improve upon the business, I want to expand the business, then I need a loan from the bank, or I need a loan from the financial institution. So various financial institutions in the unit number 4 you have already studied, where you can go for a loan or for a new business or to improve a existing business. Now whenever you approach a bank or a financial institution, they will ask how you are planning your business over the number of years. If I am taking a loan, a business loan for 3 years, 5 years, then how your business will grow. That a blueprint like thing is itself is the business plan, is a written description of your future, of your business future. So that is the reason, third reason why you need a business plan. Third reason, to back up a business loan application that you are giving it to a financial institution or a bank. The fourth reason is, if I want to develop a new product or a technology or a service skill, then also I need a business plan. So that is the fourth reason. If I want to develop a new product or a technology, so that I will write it here. To develop a new product or new service, or if I want to develop a new technology, then also I need a business plan. So I need backup for that, financial backup. Then also I need a business plan. I also need a backup of the human resource, backup of the energy required, backup of to start a new product or a service. Then, so that is why I need a business plan. So that is the fourth reason. If I want to start a new product, develop a new product or a technology or a service. Fifth reason is, if I want to sell my own business. If you want to sell your business, then also you need a business plan. To sell your business, I want to, whatever is the existing business, product manufacturing or a service business that I already have for number of years, if I want to close that, I want to shut that shut down that business and I want to sell it to someone. So they have to assess the value of that business. For that purpose, if I want to sell the business, then also I need a business plan. So it is a written description. So why you want to sell your business and what is its value? So that also can be seen using the business plan. So if I want to sell my business, already existing business, so that is also one of the reasons to write a business plan. So sixth reason, I'll write here. Develop a new business alliance. If I want to develop a new business alliance. What is the alliance? So alliance, two companies joining together to start a new product. That is an alliance. To develop a new business alliance. Okay. Most of the companies in during LPG 1991, during liberalization, privatization and globalization, so most of the companies, they have made alliance to start a new business, like Maruti and Suzuki, like Hero and Honda, together they have started. So that is an alliance. So if you want to develop a business alliance, so then also you need a backup, financial backup and all the things. So that is written in the business plan. So if I want to develop a new business alliance, two companies together, if they want to bring up a new product, new technology, new service, so then it is an alliance. So whenever two companies, organizations to start a new alliance, to start a new business, then a business plan is required. So how much each company is putting their, giving their human resource, giving their loan or the finance, what is the percentage of profit of each partner in the alliance, all that will be written in the business plan. So that is the sixth reason why you need a business plan. So develop a new business alliance. Next reason is, if I want to hire new people internally within the organization, if I want to hire new people within the organization, so I need a business plan. Unless I have a business plan, how much human resource is required at each level of the organization? You have already studied in unit number 3, human resource, that is staffing. So if I want to hire new people, I should already know how much amount of human resource is required at different levels of the organization. So for that, already written document should be there as a business plan. So I need in the organization structure at each level, in the organization structure, how many managers are required, how many foremen are required, how many workers are required, how many general managers are required at each level of the organization. That is already shown in the business plan requirement. So if I want to hire new people, then also I need a business plan. Then valuation of the business. If I want to evaluate my existing business, so that valuation of a business. If I want to say here, fifth reason, sell your business. If I want to sell already existing business, how much is the value of that business? So valuation of the business, to evaluate what is the value of a business already you are having, and if I want to sell it to some other company or the person. So for that reason, you should have a business plan. Then also, if I want to start a new business also, So how much amount or the loan application is required? So for that purpose also, valuation of a business, to evaluate a business, business plan is required. Then is, if I want to share and explain business objectives with management team, share and explain business objective internally with management team and also various other stakeholders like employees, new persons you are hiring, new hires. For this reason also you need a business plan. So if I want to share and explain the business objectives of the business also, it is shared in the business plan. So if I want to start a new product, if I want to start a new service, if I want to go for a new technology, how much does that cost and what will be the expectation of that new product, new service, new technology in over the number of years, how much amount of finance is required for that, how much amount of human resource is required, energy is required for starting of that. So I want to share that first internally within the organization with the management team, with the employees and with the new people. Those are hired new people. So if you want to discuss, then only after discussing with them, you will get the feedback from them. Then you can process for the loan application for that business. So this is also one of the reasons why you need a business plan. So to share, explain the business objectives with the management, employees and new people that you have hired. And one more reason is to deal with the displacement. The last is to deal with the displacement. If you want to shift the business is to be shifted from one place to another place because I don't find any raw materials, I don't find the raw materials is getting depleted in one area because the business is being run or the factory or the organization is run over the number of years in a particular place. Okay. Then because of the raw material supply is very less, because of the human resource labor is not available, because of finance is not available, I want to shift the business from one place to another place. I want to displace that business. I want to displace that business from one place to another place. Then also I need a business plan. So if you want to displace that business from one area to another area, one state to another state, one city to another city, because of various problems like material availability, various problems like energy, water, and that energy availability, labor problem, and so on. If I want to displace that business, so what would be the cost of displacement from one place to another place? So that also is to be written in the business plan. So like this, various reasons are there. There are a number of reasons, which the main reasons if I want to write a business plan. Why a business plan is a written description of your business future of your business, whether it is a new business or if you want to grow up the already existing business, then also it is a business plan. And what are the reasons? The reasons need of the business plan, or what are the reasons I want to write a business plan. So these are the reasons. So to write a business plan, it is not compulsory that all these reasons should be there for any business plan. So to write a business plan, the need may be 1, 3, the need may be 1, 4, 5, the need may be any combination of these reasons why I want to go for a new business plan. So next is the three primary parts of a business plan. So when I want to write a business plan, it may go from 1 to 20 pages. It may also go from up to 40-50 pages. It depends upon the intensity why I need that business plan. Then any business plan will have three components in that. Okay. So three components are: one is the business concept, second is the marketplace, and third is the financial section. So all these three components should be there in the business plan. The business plan will be written in number of steps, but these three components, which are these components, first is the business concept, second is the marketplace, and third is the financial section. So these three sections should be there in the business plan, even though if it is written in number of in a procedure from steps 1 to 10, 1 to 12, 1 to 15, like that. But these three components should be there. First is business concept, marketplace, and financial section. So that we will see now. So three primary parts to a business plan. Then we will see the anatomy of the business plan. Three primary parts to a business plan. Three primary parts to a business plan. The first is the business concept. So any business plan should contain the first primary part is the business concept. What is the concept of the business that you are going to explain in that? So you are supposed to discuss the type of industry, whether it is a product manufacturing or a service providing industry. So that you are going to discuss in the business concept. Then structure of the business, then your particular product or service, then how you plan to make your business a success. So first is you are going to discuss the industry. What is your industry? Then business structure. Business structure. So industry here, it is the nature of industry. So what is the nature of industry you are going to describe in the business plan? So under the first primary part of the business plan is the business concept. So industry, nature of industry, whether it is a product manufacturing industry, whether it is a service providing industry, or whether it is a labor oriented industry, or 50% labor oriented, then 50% is automation, or fully automated industry, or it is a IT industry, like that. What type of industry or the nature of industry that you are going to give in the business plan. Then business structure. How is the structure of the business? So that you are going to discuss here in the business structure of the business means what is the organization structure and all that. Then your particular product or service. Particular product or service. So here industry, first you are giving the nature of industry, whether it is a product manufacturing or a service providing in industry. That is here the business plan that you are writing, a new business plan that you are writing is for which particular product or which particular new product you want to launch or new type of service you want to give. So that you are going to highlight. Particular product. This is industry, nature of industry means whether there may be so many products already existing in your industry. But if the business plan that you are writing for the launch of a new product, new service, that also you are supposed to highlight. That is why it is written particular product or service for which you are going to write the business plan. So that you are going to write it. Then the last reason in the business concept is how you plan to make your business success over the number of years, for the next month, few months, next year. So how you are making the business success in the future. So that plan also you are supposed to write. You are supposed to write. So how you are going to make your business a success in the next few months, next few number of years, long term, and so on. So the business plan should first constitute of the business concept. That is with all this, the nature of the industry, service or manufacturing or service industry, and then the structure of the business, how is your organization structure, then for which product or the service you are going to write the new business plan, or if you want to improve upon the business, if you want to expand the business to a new area, okay, for which you are writing the business plan. Then fourth is how you are going to make this business plan work or successfully over the number of years next. So that concept you should give. So that itself, total together, it is the business concept. Second primary, out of the three primary parts to a business plan, out of the three, first is business concept, the second one. So there are three. Second one is the marketplace. Second is a marketplace. Which is the marketplace your service goes to, your product moves to which marketplace? So that is the second part in the business plan, marketplace. So you are supposed to describe and analyze the marketplace where your product or service goes. So that is the marketplace. So who are the potential customers and where they are? So that you are going to show this, okay, potential customers. Potential customers of your product, potential customers of your service, where they, who are potential, whether within the state or within, or you are exporting your product. Most of the customers are outside the state or outside the country, like that. Potential customers, 50-80% of your products is being exported, or 80% of the product is being consumed within internally or within the state, within the country. That is potential customer. Potential customers. Who are your potential customer and where they are? Where they are? Who are your potential customers and who and where they are? Okay. And also you have to explain what makes them to buy your product or service. What makes them to buy your product or service? The potential customers may be outside the organization, the bottom, outside the country, export products. Okay. So what makes them to buy your product? What is the speciality in your product or service? So that also you have to write. And marketplace also will have huge amount of competition for your product. Okay. If we want to launch a new product, if I want to start a new industry in Belgaum, then the foundry industry in Belgaum, already 150 plus foundry industries are there in Belgaum. Then if I want to start one more foundry industry, and what is the type of a product I am launching? Who are my customers? I have to compete with already existing so many foundry industry and the cluster that is there already existing in the city. So that is the competition. And similarly, whatever is the product or the service, there will be so much amount of competition, market share. If there are 5 to 6 already existing companies or organizations which makes the same product or service, what will be your market share when you launch it in number of years, over the number of years? What or how much amount of the market share you are going to capture from them? Total market share will be always 100%. Total market share will be always 100%. So how much first year I want to capture this much amount of the market share, remaining are the competitors. Second year I want to increase the market share to this much, remaining will be the competitors share, like that. So where is the marketplace, that also you have to show in the business plan. Then how you will position yourself to beat it, same thing. Positioning yourself to beat the competitors. Positioning yourself to beat the competitors. When I reduce the cost, if I make a little less profit in the at the start of the business, then so how you are going to position yourself or position your product or position your new product or service into the already existing competition, then slowly capture the market share. So that positioning yourself to beat the competitors. So I want to increase the market share from 8%. First year I will capture 8% of the market share. 8% is very huge. Say 5%, 4% of the market share. Then in the second year, if I want to capture 2% more of the market share, then how I am going to do that? Positioning yourself to beat the competitors and capture the market share. So that is the marketplace. So your business plan should consist of 3 primary parts. First is the business concept, second is the marketplace, and third is the financial section. Finance. If I want to do both of these, business concept and marketplace, if all these activities definitely need the finance. I want to go to a bank or a financial institution to get the loan. So finance section. So what does it contain? So it will, under the finance section, so the third part in the business plan will have the financial section. So it will have the income and cash flow statements. Income and cash flow statements. So income and cash flow statements, they are generated either quarterly, every 3 months. So it will have 4 quarters per year, or half yearly, or for every full year, that is the financial year. Say 2021, financial year 2021, 2022, like that, 21, 22, so on. So income and cash flow statements should be there in the business plan. That is the third part of the financial business plan, financial section. Next is the balance sheet and the financial ratios. Balance sheet and financial ratios. Financial ratios will give the insight into whether your business is growing up or coming down. Is mainly dealt with the financial ratios. The financial ratio, there are various types of financial ratios that you are also studying in engineering economics. This financial ratios. So the financial ratios are the ratios which will give over the number of years comparing with the previous number of years, and also with the comparing with the standard values of the financial ratios for a particular type of category of business. So you will have the whether the business is going to go up or come down. So that is shown in the business plan. So example, break-even point also can be shown here. Break-even point or break-even analysis also can be shown in the business. But this part of the business plan requires the help of accountant. A chartered accountant in bigger companies, or an accountant is required. A help of accountant is required in this section of the business plan. So any business plan will have three primary parts to a business plan. Even though the business plan is written in a number of steps, those number of steps that we will see the anatomy of the business plan. So entire anatomy or the steps in business plan is mainly, any business plan will have the three parts. The first part is the concept of the business, second part is the marketplace, and third part will have the financial section. So all these three things should be included. Whenever a business plan is written, so any step in the business plan, should relate to another these three concepts. So three primary parts to a business plan. So what we have seen is what is a business plan? A business plan is a written description of the future of your business, and who are in need, who wants to write a business plan, or what are the reasons to write a business plan. 10 reasons we have seen. There are so many reasons. Then any business plan should have these three parts, primary parts. One is the business concept, marketplace, and financial section. These three things should be dealt in a business plan, whatever may be the number of steps or pages that you write in the business plan. So this should be dealt. The next is the anatomy of a business plan, that we will see now. What is the anatomy of a business plan? It is a step-by-step procedure or a guide to a business plan. A step-by-step guidelines to building a business is the anatomy of the business plan. So that we will see now. Anatomy of a business plan. So in simple words, how do you define anatomy of a business plan? It is a step-by-step guidelines to building a business. So I'll write it. A step-by-step guidelines in building a business. So we are dealing with the business plan. That is why. So a step by step guidelines in building a business. In building a business is the anatomy of a business plan, or the steps in business plan itself. Okay. So we'll go with this diagram first, then I will discuss the anatomy in detail, the steps in detail. So business plan. Okay, business plan. So it will start. There is the continuous process, like PDCA. Continuous process, business plan. So there are various steps. Various steps. A business plan will have this various steps. In general, depending upon the business plan that you are writing, so it may have all the steps, or some steps may be omitted in a particular business plan, depending upon the nature of the business, or all the steps may be included. But in general, so this would be the steps in the business plan that I am going to write. The first step in the business plan is that it will have an executive summary. That is the executive summary, the first one. It is the first page, or the executive summary. So the business plan will consist of a number of pages, 20 pages, 40 pages. But whenever you show that business plan for the purpose of the loan, for your management, the executive summary is the gist that you are giving of the business plan. So it should highlight all the things that are there in your business plan in 1 page or 2 pages. That is the executive summary. So any business plan will start with the executive summary. Then it should also have the competitor analysis. It should also have the competitor analysis. So if you want to start a new product, and if you are writing a business plan for that, you are starting a new business startup and you are writing a business plan for that, already existing competitors in the marketplace is whatever is the locality. It may be a district, it may be a state, or it may be a small area. That in that area which you are taking in the marketplace, in the previous 3 parts of the business plan we have seen, second part is the marketplace. So in your marketplace, the marketplace may be the entire state, or it may be that district, like that. In your, where you want to set up the business, okay, or where you want to cover your business. So within that, how many competitors are there? Who are all the competitors? And what is their market share? And how their products are going on? Whether your product is going to compete with them. So analysis of the competitor is very important. Analysis of the competitor is very important, so that how you can move your product when you launch your product or service. So that is the competitor analysis. That also should be given in the business plan. So first is the executive summary, second is the competitor analysis. Next is a SWOT analysis. In most of the management concepts you might have studied this SWOT analysis. That is the strength, weakness, opportunities and threat of the business that you are going to start, or the new startup that you are going to make. The strength, weakness, opportunity and threats that of the business. So that is the SWOT analysis of the new business that you are going to make. So you have to make that analysis, SWOT analysis, considering the competitors. First thing. Second is considering whether that product will be there for the next 5 years or not, or whether that technology that you are using in that your new business, new service, whether it will be there for the next long term, because you are putting so much of amount money finance in the new business, and if the technology changes suddenly, so all those things. And competitor analysis, so strength, weakness, opportunity and threat of the new business plan that you are supposed to make. SWOT analysis. Then executive summary, competitor analysis, SWOT analysis. Then is a staffing strategy. Staffing strategy. Staffing is, we have already discussed in unit 3. What is staffing? Staffing is with respect to the human resource department, keeping filled all the positions in the organization at any given point of time is staffing. If some positions in the organizations are vacant, that work will hamper. So in a business plan also should be given how you are going to recruit the people at various levels of the organization. And if people or human resource leave the organization, immediately how you are going to recruit, strategy for that. Staffing strategy also should be given, otherwise business will hamper. So then is the risk of your business, risk analysis. The risk depends upon various things. The risk depends upon the competitor, the risk depends upon the technology, the risk depends upon your organization structure. So what are all the risks? The risk also depends upon how much amount how much you are getting financed for that new business, and how you are going to repay to the bank, to the financial institution or the bank. Risk analysis. Risk in starting that new business, you are giving a business plan, so that risk analysis. Then how you are going to sell your product or the service, marketing plan or the strategy. How you are going to market your product, marketing plan. So that is there in the marketing plan. How you are going to market. E-business also is there nowadays. E-business, or you are going to sell it through the vendors. Every district will have marketing persons. So marketing plan is the next step. After the marketing plan, you have the financial plan. When you write a business plan, you are also reasons for writing a business plan in the previous topic we have seen. If you are going to approach a bank or a financial institution, then whether you are going to take that finance aid at a time, step by step, when you achieve a certain height in the business, then next set of finance is being released, financial plan. Year by year, every year, whether you are going to take the loan or how you are going to finance yourself for the business plan. So that everything comes in the financial plan. And last in this is the operational plan. Actual execution of the business. You have done right from a business plan will have like this. This is the clockwise. It will have execution. I have discussed now. Executive summary, competitor analysis, SWOT analysis, staffing, risk analysis, marketing plan, financial plan. Everything you have included. But when it comes to the actual operations, actual manufacturing, actual service, lot of problems will arrive. So how you are going to deal with that? So that is the operational plan, And again, so this is a continuous process like this business plan. So any business plan will have all these steps: executive summary, competitor analysis, SWOT analysis, staffing strategy, risk analysis, marketing plan, financial plan, operational plan, all these things. Some business plan will have some. Most of the business plan will have all these steps. Some of the steps may be omitted depending upon whether the business plan is very small, like that. So it is the anatomy of a business plan, a step-by-step guidelines to building a business, a step-by-step. So in general, I have shown here. So we will discuss. There are 12 to 15 steps, step-by-step guidelines, 15 steps of the business plan. So a business plan will have this cycle of this cycle. So a business plan will have all this: executive summary, competitor analysis, SWOT analysis, staffing, risk analysis, marketing plan, and financial plan, and operational plan. So in today's class, we have discussed a business plan. So what is a business plan? I will just go through the points that we have discussed today. What is a business plan? A business plan is a written description of your business future. Written description of the business future. What are the reasons to write a business plan? If I want to start a new business, if I want to improve upon the existing business, and so many things, so many other reasons, 8 to 10 reasons we have discussed. So for which I want to write a business plan. So that is a business plan. What are the reasons, need of a business plan, or the reasons that we have discussed. Then I have discussed the 3 primary parts to a business plan: business concept, marketplace, and financial section. First is the business concept. What is your industry and all that. Second one is the marketplace, where your product or service will go, exported or within, like that. Financial section, how you are going to what is that, income and cash flow statements, balance sheets, all these things. So a business plan will have these 3 parts: business concept, marketplace, and the financial section. So then is the anatomy of a business plan, a step-by-step guide in dealing with the business, in building a business. So with those 3 primary parts of the business, so if you see this business plan cycle, the step-by-step guidelines, business plan cycle, business plan. So it will have either it is where is the market, 3 parts are only dealt, that is the marketplace, the financial plan, and the type of business. So with all these primary parts, sub-headings are given. Okay. So in the next class, I will discuss the steps in building a business plan, step-by-step guidelines in building a business in detail by taking 1 or 2 examples we will discuss. So those steps with examples that I will be taking, again will go through this only, business plan, this cycle only. A business plan will consist of this only. The handwritten notes of this topic I will circulate in the WhatsApp group. First 4 units I have already circulated. So this unit also I will circulate after the completion of this topic. So I will just write the steps in the business plan, anatomy of a business plan or the steps. The first step is business plan is the blueprint. This is the steps in business plan, or you can call it as anatomy. The first step is in the business plan is the business plan is just not a blueprint. It will show various, it is not just not a blueprint. So it will show, it will tell various other information. It will give various other information. So business plans are designed for both the type of audience, internal audience and the external audience. So you will have a internal audience and a external audience. Whenever a business plan is written, it is shown to the internal audience as well as the external audience. Who are the internal audience? So internal audience are the management of the organization, employees of the organization, new persons who are hired, new hires, new persons who are hired, new hires. All of them are the internal audience. External audience, maybe government, say, where you want to give the business plan. If it is a business like the plastic industries, you are supposed to give the environmental effect when you start a new industry. So government is involved. A lot of rules and regulations are involved. So external audience, government, externals, investors who are putting the money into the business, financial institutions, all those. There are so many other persons who are all the external audience, financial institutions, suppliers of the raw materials. They are external to your organization. Suppliers, whether they are the raw materials or suppliers, whether energy suppliers, whether they are the human resource, labor suppliers. All those are the external audience to the organization. Internal audience. So a business plan, it is not a blueprint. It is the new business or the new startup that you want to go for should be shown to both to the internal audience as well as the external audience, and then you have to take their feedback. So business plans are designed both for the internal audience and external audience. Okay. So that is the steps in anatomy of the business plan. Is the first step is whenever you start a business plan, it should not be just tagged like as a blueprint and kept in the file like that. So it should be shown to both to the internal and external audience. Then you should get the feedback. So the time is up now. So in tomorrow's class, I will discuss. There are 14 to 15 steps. This is the first step. 14 to 15 steps in the business plan that I will discuss.